Hello everybody, welcome back to Bazzar Repairs and Reviews. On today's video, we have the very cool gl A1300 Slate Plus AC 1300 gigabit wireless router from gl.inet. I have owned about 5 of these. We use these for our business. This is the upgraded model. They even have a model better than this, but these things work fantastic. They can be used as travel routers, home routers if you want, but we use them for our little printers that we attach to them. So these things are fantastic. Got a boatload of features. Open WRT. So you got the open source software, which is very cool. Dual band Wi-Fi. Gigabit ports, 16 gig or 1 gig, encryption, USB 3.0 network storage, and AdGuard Home. It's got it all, baby. So I wanted to do a video on this model because I don't have this one, but I gotta say these things work really good. This one actually has the USB-C as well. The older ones that I have are micro USB. So let's get this thing unboxed like so. Open up very quickly. Right away, you get your manual and all your good stuff. We'll put that to the side. Okay, you also get your included USB-C plug and power adapter and an Ethernet cable as well. But on to the good stuff. Look at that. And now this one is slightly bigger than the one the older ones, but that's perfectly fine. You can still see that is quite small. There's my hand there. That is smaller than the palm of my little bitty hands. So there you go. Not too bad. You got these two antennas that fold up if you would like. Usually at the bottom, you got your mode switch, which is cool. You can switch between, you can actually program that button to switch between modes. You have your reset button. Your WAN port, 2 LAN ports, USB 3.0, and your USB-C port. These things could power on to just from like your computer. You don't even need to use the included power adapter. So just a regular USB-C plugged into your computer or other devices, and this thing could be powered on. That's what makes it so cool. We attach them to our printers, and our printers are able to power these through the USB port. So that's very cool. Very, very, very cool. All right, now to hook it up, you have multiple modes here. So you can use this thing as an access point. You can use it as an extender if you would like. That's what we do. You can use it just as a regular router. So you can just plug in directly to the WAN port, and then you can run that to your switch. There's that way. You can also just let this thing do its own routing, plug into the LAN port. It works just, good. It works just like any other router would. It's just a lot smaller. And this thing's got a beefed up processor, so we're good. What we're going to do today is I'm just going to show you the little menu where you set the device up and some of the features. So all we're going to do is plug in directly to the USB-C port, let it power on, and we're going to connect to its Wi-Fi, and then I'll just show you what the screen looks like. Let's go. Okay, we got our USB-C cable. We're going to plug in like so. This one comes with a cool light bar. The older ones didn't, so that's cool. So let's give it a couple minutes, let this thing fully power up. Then you're just going to grab your laptop, connect to the Wi-Fi that it tells you to, with the password that it tells you to, and you can change those passwords right when you start. And let's just check out some of the settings. Stay tuned. Okay, so the first thing you're going to want to do is just search the Wi-Fi for the gl.A1300 5E, or you can go to the 5G router. Then it's going to ask you to put in your password, which is printed on the bottom of the label. The old models used a less secure password, so I really appreciate that this one uses a little more secured one, even though you know you can change it. So let's enter that now. Bear with me. It's a little long. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can join. Okay, looks like we joined just fine. Let's open up a browser. Now this is where you want to type in the IP address, the default, 192.168.8.1. 192.168.8.1 and press enter. If you're connected, it should bring you to the beginning splash page, and it should look just like this. Choose your language and select next. Now you want to enter a new password and then confirm it. And look at that, it even has an option to prevent weak passwords. So just for this time, I'm putting in a weak one just because this is for demo purposes only. Okay, now let's see. We'll just give this a minute to load up. All right, I'm not going to say that. And now let's expand that out a little bit. Hopefully you can see everything. All right, so this is the cool admin splash page that you get. And this thing is loaded with stuff. So right at the beginning, it lets you know there's no cable detected in the WAN port. So you're not going to have no internet. That's fine. You can even use this thing with a cellular modem. I've plugged this thing into like a Verizon MiFi and it's giving it internet that way. You got tethering. You can use it as a repeater. It's really cool stuff. So right here, you got your wireless networks. You can just set your 2.4 gig and your 5 gig. You can set the password. You can set a guest Wi-Fi. Really cool stuff there. You got your clients. It'll tell you everything that's connected there with the MAC address. You can block traffic. You got the VPN settings. You got OpenVPN WireGuard, really cool. You got the clients, the server, all built in. You even got Tor built in if you want to use that. Really cool. You got multiple applications, your plugins. I mean, you can, there's a boatload of these. Look how many pages that is, 63 pages. Dynamic DNS, good cloud, network storage. You can actually add storage, like a hard drive to this, and access those files. You got add guard home. You got parental controls, 0 tier, tail scale. Make sure device. I don't even know securely. They got more stuff than I even know. Under the network, we got our firewall, our multi-LAN, our regular LANs. You can check the devices. You can set static IP addresses, DNS settings. What I like here is network mode. This is what we use for our printers. We just use it as an extender. You can use it as an access point or WDS, similar to an extender as well. Really cool features. You got IPv6, MAC address clone, drop-in gateway, and some snooping. In the system, you got the overview of the system, and you can upgrade your firmware through here as well. You just need to be connected to the internet, and then you can update firmware. Schedule task, admin password, add your time zone, toggle button settings, reset firmware, and so on. So let's just go back to the beginning. This works just like a regular router, you guys. This thing is really good. Use this for traveling. Use these if you just want some extra security when you're in public Wi-Fi. Use it like us, where you can make any printer that's not a wireless printer into one by using it as an extender. So many different features. Use it how you want it. But I do highly recommend these, and I do use these quite often. So with that said, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. We'll see y'all in the next one. Bye-bye.